How are you doing this morning? And as usual, and always, even more so today than yesterday, thank you so very much for deciding to come hang out with us. This awesome day our Heavenly Creator has provided us to extol and glorify and praise Him, winning souls as we do, walking by faith, not sight. If you'd like to join us in a quick prayer, when I say yes, I mean the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, where two or more gathered. Oh, many are called, few chosen. There's that threefold cord. Whose Father? Our Father, who art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thine kingdom come. Thine will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thou is the power, the kingdom, and the glory forever. And Yeshua Mashiach, our King of the new heaven and earth, our mighty, awesome, beloved, eternal, omnipresent, omnipotent King, your beloved Son's name, we extol, praise, and lift you up. Amen. What a blessing, people. What a blessing. Well, it would just so happen that my last day there at Synergy had come quicker than I thought. My best thinking gets me in a real pickle. I thought, Father, what about the 30 days? He goes, oh, son, service is rendered. It's time, son. It's not easy, people. Tearing myself, my flesh, away from potentially $2,000 paychecks. Now we're talking $4,000 a month. $1,500, $1,600 on the first one. And then had I worked Sabbath, I would have got time and a half at $23 an hour, and that's 30-something an hour. Tony, he was making $400, so it wasn't easy, but it was time. When I rolled in, I wasn't there an hour, and the Lord had dropped the hammer on me. And so, what a blessing. Well, here, let me walk you around real quick, because I'm going to go to my laptop. Looks like it's going to act right, and I'll share some stuff I'm led to share. Oh, I love you people so much. And look, I didn't know. I thought they would grow back. And then as I thought about it a little bit, without even any research, the Lord said, no, son, it's going to have to molt. But he's already losing his feathers. He was here this morning. You can see where he'd been whacked off right there. And then I found this one when I was helping my son yesterday pull that motor. Look at this. That looks like an eagle feather, a fledgling eagle, which they live, they got a nest right there. Pardon me. Pardon me. Anyway, you see where it's just starting to turn white. Where it's just starting to turn white here. That could be a raven's feather, but I'm sure it's an eagle feather. Like I said, somebody stole that one. I was gonna quill in my marriage certificate. I brought down to axle greases. At least that's the impression I was under. And use that platform. Oh, absolutely, Casey. You are so on the money, my brother. Oh, I love you. And praying for you over your family situation. This is just an opportunity for you to exercise some humility, receiving grace, because we're saved by grace through faith, and mercy, giving to those that don't deserve as if they do. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to do. And casting pearl to swine, when I first heard that, I thought, breaking bread, giving the children's bread to the dogs, casting pearl to swine. the way I received it when I read it in RJC is that we don't go and try to convert. See, they'll get the crumbs that fall from the master's table, you see, right here. Out of a person's mouth comes the abundance of the heart. You see, it's a heart matter. Hannah praying, oh, I wish I was a little Merle dog. But actually, I wish I was a little Hannah phone. Because, see, oh, I wish I was a little itty bitty fiddle. Oh, I wish I was a little Merle dog. But that was a Hannah phone. She's so beautiful, gorgeous, and just so, just her morals. She just reeks of class, and I mean, you know, it's a godly thing, you know. It's that fiber is that. Just something there when I seen that pistol the first time. I was like, what's this? Oh, she must be making her family very proud. Lord bless her. Bless her, Father. And as you had Jabez, and as you do us, as we diligently seek you, Father, enlarging our territories and fortifying that hedge of protection, equipping us, Father. Greater things than these we shall do, thank you. But throwing pearl to swine, Casey, throwing pearl to swine, and giving the children's bread. If you cause one of my little ones to stumble, humanity shall not live on bread alone, but every word. See, his word will never change, his character, his statutes, his reflection, his image he created us in, and not even the angels. See, we have authority even over the angels, yet the angels have, their estate. They have an estate, not only with the luminaries and the wind and the rain and everything coming out of its vaults. They have their own estate, and when they deviate from that state, you see, it come thinking to change times and laws. And so the laws, the natural law, the time is 164 to 165, 365. And oh, she'd laugh at me. She would laugh, Miss Z. She would laugh. Yet she tried getting me in the sack, but she'd laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. You see, you got to humble yourself to that flesh. That didn't even spank Frank. I couldn't, because I knew our Heavenly Father was watching us, and as a person thinketh, so they are. You know, of course, he justifies whom he justifies. Not me. I'm like, what? Really? He's like, yeah, go ahead, son. Go ahead, son. I got you. I got you. See, I know you. See, I know you, son. But that is true. He does know me. They love me. They really do. Oh, all the way to Texarkana. We just, oh, Hannah. Oh, gorgeous. And, woo. So, yeah, we just went ahead and did what we had to do. Sometimes it takes a day for me to actually get the gist of it. Where are you? Who's making all that racket out here? Huh? Who is making all that racket out here? Went and tried to do a little fishing yesterday after I helped my boy with the vehicle. We just got a couple more axle bolts and we'll have the whole thing out. Hopefully the vehicle on the road by Monday. Oh yeah, like I said, it's hard to tear yourself away from a potential $2,000 check every 2 weeks. But I'm like, what? I didn't even make... He goes, oh, son, you got your 30 days. Service is rendered. It's time for you to kick the dust and step. I said, oh, well, all right. So step I did. And not the two-step. We're not talking about a house party. We're talking about a garden party. Oh, well, I love you guys. Well, hello. Oh, and don't go for it, people. Don't you go for it. You guys already know. You see, our Heavenly Father allows them so much. Oh, if there's more than one, there's always more, way more. But if there is, then it's got its little fingers up in our... It's trying to finger our feet. I haven't put any seed up in there at all. That boy just bum rushes. Oh, he was in my house. He was in my home. He was right here. So I didn't go running after him because I knew all he was going to do is just fly around. So he just, we turned her back for a second. He's in here. He was thinking about jumping out this window. I had the window open. There was no fan in there. He was thinking about jumping out it. But I thought, I'm not going to spook him. So then he kind of just meanders right in here. And I'm like, please don't you on my bed. Don't you dare. You eat me out of house at home. And you come on my side of the bed. This ain't going to work. This arrangement is not working out so well. And so the honeymoon is now over. So he's in here. He's just kind of pecking around. I know those things are... I can't stand the way they look, but boy, they do work. Don't they, those little fly traps? Huh? They're landing on everybody. They're just big old, having us smoke that same shit they've been having us rolling for... Oh, man, can you imagine that? So he comes in here, and I peeked around the corner, and I'm like, oh, man, he's looking for a way out. And I'm going, please don't fly into the windows. Please, please, please. And so he finally ended up jumping out that window, actually, is what he did. He did end up jumping out that window. And so he just thinks he runs stuff around here. And I'm talking to them fly fishermen down there, and he don't get it. He thinks I'm just messing around with him when I tell him, listen, boy, if I get any indication that you might taste better than, that stuff they're pushing at the market, what are you doing? Fool, what are you doing? You come walking through the house like you own the place. They tried getting him with the rock rake. Poor sucker. I know it. He stayed in that tree last night. I heard him, didn't I? Didn't I, fool? You beautiful bird. See, that's our creator Yahweh's handiwork. Oh, he doesn't waste any brush strokes. Oh, and John, Mr. Pounders, Little Boy Blue. Well, my favorite color is blue, by the way. Yeah, that's right. You thought that you. Come on. I was like, what? I don't get I don't get your guys' notifications on Midnight Ride. None. And sometimes they'll try to scrub the video, and I seen it, and I was like, you dirty dogs. Oh, what is it? Is that a rabbit? Are you serious, man? That rabbit that is not a wild rabbit. Is that a wild rabbit? Where did you come from? Come here. Come here. You got away from someone. I bet someone will be happy if I catch you. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come here. You're all right. You want some food? I should snatch your ass up. But come here. Somebody lost you. I guarantee it. So I'm gonna put you in my house. No, you're all right. Because somebody lost your little butt. And you big old eagles will eat you. And although I love them, I think you're somebody's pet. We're gonna put you in there for a second. All right, well, I'm gonna end this stream for a second, then I'm gonna run this off I'm gonna text Nikki. It's either a cat in the kitten's in the vent, and like I said, I was getting under this house, then I meant, because I'm a good boy. You just drop one of them O's, sweetheart. Oh, you guys, I love you guys so much. So much, see. No, don't you be, I'll get you some food. I don't mind if he craps on my floor, because it's just, it's just all just, let's see. I'm gonna get him something. What was I just doing? And that's precisely why you don't smoke marijuana. Because it'll rob you of your last name. You'll forget your own last name. Your last name, sir? Sir, your last... Isn't it on the bumper? I didn't ask you for your license, sir. I asked you for your name. And can you spell it? Well, what's your name anyway? Come here. He's a pretty one. Yeah, a pretty one. You know, I think that's Nikki's daughter lost you. I'll bet you. Or if somebody lets you go, I'm going to be angry. That kind of stuff angers me right here. This right here angers me. People that, we have dominion over them all. And here, let me walk you through. See, this is what started it this morning right here. This Dave's Killer Bread. I should call it, Dave's Peacock Potion. Oh, they just come a-running. Let me get this repaired. This one now, because this doesn't have a... That's a really good... Matter of fact, that's a Woods. That's a Woods... I've been getting really good deals on these... Hey, Walmart sells extension cords $1 a foot. $100 for a little tiny cheap-ass those green ones. $100 for 100 foot. So I was like, that's got to be at least 150. So right when I got to the job site, Tony said, hey, you want to sell that extension cord? I said, heck no, I just bought that. It was like, I know it's worth about 150. And in his mind, he's like, no, I'm close to like 230. I was like, what? See, he didn't know what he had. But I wasn't going to tell him either because it was no sweat off his butt. He probably paid $10 for it. Well, everything's pretty much the same right here. I got to get a thing for this. Top. These are good to have. Nothing in there. Boy, if you want to talk about saving a couple bucks, I'm like, dude, no, we're not doing that. I got to give that away. That protein stuff. Still ain't got rid of it. Didn't sell my generator. Probably not going to sell that. Probably not going to sell that generator. I'm keeping that, man. I ran that at the job site. That thing, it runs good. Those little Hondas are good. Those EI 2000Is inverters. They're good. They're good ones. There. Oh, shoot. I better shut this door so you don't get out. These right here. These things run, man. These things. It'll run this. A bunch of stuff at no problem. No problem. This thing idles up. What you do is you shut the... They're about 45 pounds. They're kind of stout, but you shut the Eco off first. Then you start it, and then you turn it on, and then that way it'll idle up when you plug two things in all by itself. I'm keeping that thing. There's no way I'll be able to replace that for $200 like that. Not in that condition. Fire's right up. That ain't gonna happen. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep running because I'll just go along yammering away. Oh, sweetheart, so talented. But I knew this. We all know this, boys. All right, so I gotta find out who this rabbit belongs to. Gosh, I do not want my daughter seeing this bunny rabbit. If it's not, nobody owns that thing, and so she sees it, it's over. It's all over. It's pretty tame. You looking for a place to take a dump? Is that it? Huh? And don't you be chewing on my wires. Oh, he'd have a fit. He wouldn't know what to do with himself. If that cable was gone, I'll drop kick this damn thing right here in the lake. We got all kinds of lakes. We got 3-4 of them around us. Tanawax, Bimbo. We've got all kinds. We got a resort. We got the natives that they were setting up all their stuff yesterday. He's like, man, I didn't know this. I was like, yeah, well, when you leave the house and you drive around, you'll see stuff that you've never seen when you've never seen it before. You'll really enjoy yourself if you just go do something, All right, well, I love you guys. I'm gonna run one from the deal, and I got some stuff to share. I always got stuff to share every day. Every day would be some new stuff to share. Every day. It's a new day. And, oh yeah, I'm lonely. I get lonely. I mean, he said, I never left you, Desi. But, as far as my flesh, my carnal, for my wife, what are you doing, boy? Look it. Look it. I should get him in here and see if, look it, they all fell out. They all fell out. They're growing back. I'm sorry. I so apologize for they know not what they do. See their punishment. They know what they're doing, especially today, more so than yesterday. They know what they're doing. Yeah, the rest of my tools back there. I'll be helping Donnie. It's enough bread, boy. It's enough bread for you. Look how beautiful and green that is. He's back. Come here. You're all right. You're all right. You're okay. I think they're escapees from Northwest Trek down here. You're all right. See, I can tell he's been trapped before, because yesterday I was watching him. He wouldn't walk over the septic. Now normally the grass is greener over the septic tank, But in this case, nothing grows there. Well, he wouldn't walk over that. That little square. So somebody had tried to trap him, probably net him with a, one of them, those little, Don't step in that. There's nothing to see there. And he went right to the green part. He stopped and he went around and he went just over the corner. And I thought, well, that corner, if I was to set that trap effectively, even that corner would get you, boy. Do you understand me? Even that corner would get you snared up in that little sling-a-ding-ding. He'd be all slinged up. Now, those are beautiful feathers. Look at that. Look how beautiful he is. I said, boy, stand still. Where are you going? We're starting to gather a crowd. What are you doing, boy? And where are you going? After all the racket you've made, you've woke us up. And you're just sitting there looking at me like you're dumb. You say you've never been fly fishing, huh? Well, all right, guys. I love you guys so much. We can just... Oh, he's going to have to mow that lawn today. See, that should all be weed eated. Look how fast those sticker bushes grew up over there. And those deer, you can see there's a little spot right back there. And those two I haven't seen him yet. He sent me pictures when I was at the job site. He sent me pictures. I'm like, dang it, you lucky duck. So I shared them. I didn't see him. He did. They were here, the two. She's been dropping twins since I've lived here, about 7 going on 8 years. Just right over the 7, not. Because, boy, when it comes to time, it's like me doing your You don't want me to do any equations. Because I'll say, man, I've been doing this 3 years, and it might be 6. I don't know. Because I don't keep track of stuff. I don't look at... She says, hey, would you get... I said, I will never go in your purse again. Ever. Ever. I don't care. No. I'm not going in there. Well, I know that piece of paper's in there somewhere. And I said, yeah, I'm sure it is. Somewhere. Somewhere we're not going in there. We're not going down that road. Okay, people. So, how did this find its way? This was right here. Oh, you're right. Oh, they got them all doing the jabbed up. I sit and watch it. I watch it right here. I watch it all unfold right here. Here. Except now, you want to know something now? Now they got him programmed. He will not watch any Fox News at all when I'm around. He won't at all. He won't even turn it on. And she cringes. Doohickey cringes if I happen to walk in, just completely unannounced, which I don't like people just knocking at the door. I don't know why that is, but... And I could see it. I see it. Oh, they know. They know. Everything's all connected now. It's all... And they're like, oh... He's like, oh, shit. That bee sting just flew right in. At least one of them. Oh, you should have seen the ones we killed yesterday. They were there's a bald-faced hornet which I've got. I didn't know they built cloth nests. Maybe I'm identifying wrong. Maybe they're not. They're hornets of some sort. But the ones that used to get all up in my hair and all kinds of stuff when we were at Larch Mountain and all that. It's like I told them. I went right from one job site right to the other. He goes, son, go home. Well, I stopped right to I'm serious. I wasn't 7. I was still in Lacey. And I stopped with my hard hat, because you can't go on these job sites without a hard hat and high visibility vest. So I just waltzed right in there. Hey! I said, buenos dias! Buenos dias! I said, Espanol. I said, poquito. I said, hey, man, who's that? He goes, right. Oh, shit. I almost forgot I had a rabbit in here. I almost forgot it. Nuh-uh. I almost forgot I had a rabbit up in this joint. So the dude's like, this is how amazing God is. He's like, all right, go ahead, go up in there. So I ended up talking to Nina. Let's see, where's her card somewhere? And she was the project director there. She's like, oh, you got to have a hard hat. She's like, okay, go talk to so-and-so, because if he don't hire you, I'll hire you. I'll give you $25 an hour. People that are hungry, they work hard. It was what she was saying, basically, is because I was all up in there. I just was all around in there, and knowing how to move around the stuff, you got to know how to move around. Except I've been doing this stuff, all phases of construction, most of my life, but I'm always learning something, which is amazing. I love it. And you got to be willing to learn. It's just fun for me. I love to learn stuff. That's why I like those educational programs. That's when I seen that in Twi de Mela. Little black and white TV in Duluth, right there in that jail cell. Right there. It went from Golden Girls to Golden Seal. And so he says, so can you drive one of them? I go, yep. I said, I'm not certified, but I'm qualified. He goes, all right. He goes, okay. He goes, give me that card Nina gave you. She's been trying to steal people from us, and we just had a whole bunch of people. 10 people quit. God, why are all these people quitting? No, literally, all the people. Just when I went in, did for skeleton crew, they were all happy. He gave me a big old bag that we could have the ball drop down, the crane drop, so I didn't have to go. So you don't have to go up and down the stairs. They all so much appreciate it. And I said, you don't have to tell me that, but your guys' conduct shows me how much you appreciate what I'm doing, and I go out of my way to help them out, make their job easier, so they don't have to go up and down them damn stairs. The same stairs we just set in place. Each unit, and there's 4 units, and each unit there's 4 buildings. In each building there's 4 units, and those units are between 2 and 3 bedroom. I think might be 1 4-bedroom. So they're pretty good size. They're not no little pokey. They're not no no. Come on. Come here. Come this way. Let me get you some water. So turn the filter on. Gotta have filtered water. Gotta have, especially living this close to the dump. I don't trust any of their water. I don't trust any of their stuff at all. And then, of course, that's the regular. And I got other filters down here. We just get them at Costco. It's worth it. You know how it is. It's charcoal, right? Where are you? So where was it? Oh, yeah. He says, can you drive? I says, yep, I sure can. I sure can. And he goes, can you hang the very stuff that I was picking up and throwing in the trash? He says, can you hang that? I says, yes, I can. And you mean, not just hang it, but you mean stitch it in? And he goes, uh-huh. Because there's certain little terms that, and I was gathering this as I was watching him, as I was doing what I was doing. So I was watching there was just one Mexican dude. He was a young dude. He was one of the fellas in the pictures I shared with you guys. Not Florentine, one of the other fellas. Master. This kid was on it. And absolutely, he could cut that siding and put it in that lift and drive that lift around and telescopically place himself in, and he'd have that stuff hung. So that's the job. So here I went from one when the Lord, and he said, okay, son, go ahead. I got some other things for you to, but go ahead, because here I'm trying to hang on to that money. He goes, you're way up out of the hole now. See, your account's way above. You're fine. We got almost $500 out of them. And if I would have worked on Saturday, I'd have got time and a half at 23 an hour. That's, and they kept trying to encourage me, and I understand, but we were ahead of schedule. Once I got there, and he said too, now we are 2 weeks ahead of schedule. Thank you. Now everybody's gone. So I won't go into detail because it's not even important. What's important is we give our Heavenly Father all the honor, glory, and praise. There's, He's at work for those that diligently seek Him and step out in faith. And so, I don't try to pretend to understand everything because I know we will. That's the promise. And then, getting just what we need to get us through that very moment. Because that's all we got anyway. That's the most valuable thing we have is right now. Right this second is the most valuable time in history. It's right now. Right now. Right now. Remember? Right now. Right now. Right here now. Right now. That's Sammy. Not to be confused with green eggs and Hammy. No. Sammy Hagar, Van Halen, right now. And I suggested that be his new rally song, his theme song. Oh no, Sir likes it, and because they know I never would call him president ever, and I don't understand. I do now. I do now know why. I didn't then. I know now. Sir, Spirit interprets Revelation. Sir Trump. Stay triumphant. Fight the good fight of faith. Triumphant. Just like Rush. Just like, oh, what a rush. See, 3 men do not a band make. Where 2 or more gather, many are called, few are chosen. 3, threefold chord. There's always that 3, and it starts with the 2. That's how He's returning, is through us. He's stepping down on us through His Son, Yeshua, in us, as we become that very truth. That plumb truth, that very cornerstone. That harmonious, symphonic sound, that resonancy. What a blessed revelation. Spirit testifies every evangelist now present. That's our beloved prophet, prophetess, as we dream dreams and have visions. And greater things than these we shall do. Is, was, will forever be, and are doing. You want some food? Here, let me get you some food. I got some carrots in here. Let's feed him some carrots. Got a little old something up in here. Oops. Oh, good catch, Roy. Nice one. I didn't even mean to do that. Well, I did mean to do that, but gifts and talents. I didn't sign up for them when I was born. Of course, He said, before I formed you, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. I ordained you a prophet. Look, this is what's in our fridge, right here. You want to see what's in our fridge? Right here. There ain't nothing to hide here. On my dang, this is my job. This is my tea. I make my job site tea. My job site. This is my milk for my little shredded Wheaties, my tuna fish for my lunches, on my little Dave's Killer Bread. Let's see what's up in here. I don't eat this. Once in a while I want to eat, but I got my Dave's. This is all his stuff. This is mine. Bird's Eye. Oh, Jolly Green. Remember Jolly Green? Not Hannah. Millie. Oh, and Tori. Hey, I'm going to watch that today. When I mow this lawn, if I can't get Mr. Belvedere up. Hold on, just pardon me one moment, folks. Folks? What, slide? Blood? Slide? There. Folks. Well, here, look at, he had that on his face. No, get your carrot, spastic. Spanky. Oh, it's a He-Man Woman Haters Club. Who's your favorite little rascal? Alfalfa or Spanky? Sinner. Remember that? Oh, the pizza place was closed. What are you doing? Oh, Billy Wackett. Oh, Billy Wackett. No, organic. Of course, we try to. And look, I never felt. Look, see this? Look what I've done. You see this? This would upset my wife. I'm almost certain. I would hope it would. Honey, what are you doing? Do you see this? Are you half retarded? Yes, ma'am, I am. It's not good for men to be alone. I just hastily pour that open. I'm half retarded sometimes. So, there's that. And then this, I don't eat that crap either. I don't use that bug dope. I'm good. This got molasses, calcium, magnesium. Stacy, Doug and Stacy. Oh, linswarriors.org. This got Cal Mag. If you're gonna eat sugar, this is about the best in moderation. Right here, raw sugar. Then I said, ma'am, would you please count them for me? I said, you don't want me doing your taxes. He told me to say, stop that guy right there. I know for a fact he did not scan one of them tunas. I said, would you just please count them and then just, I know there's a code so I don't have to go through, you know, or just take the one and do. You know. Oh, he was hungry. I don't know why. There's all kinds of green grass out there. Or maybe it's a she. Or wait, what's the pronoun? Let's see. He, a she, a it, or is it a... I don't know. I can't keep up with this stuff. This TV hardly goes on. You know how hot that TV... Do you know how much energy that thing generates? Do you know how much heat that produces? Soon enough, sweetheart. Soon enough. Woo! All right. The reason I have this stuff out... Now, see, I only set stuff out and set it up if I'm led to do that. And I'll let you know. But this stuff, I just set it out. Found my bottle opener. Gonna go over today, finish the motor, have him help me with my fuel filter, which he's never seen one like that either. These are what was left over from the... Oh, these little things got some whoop ding. Clean that out. Got me some stuff the other day at Walmart. They finally got some more incense in. I think that's either jasmine or something, one of the other, myrrh or something like that. I like the there's a not sandalwood. There's one of the ones I really enjoy. All right, I'm just gonna sit here and yammer away. So I'm gonna let you go for a second. Start this feed. Go grab my water so it don't bake in the sun. I started some new seeds. Honeybee, where have you been? Speaking of seeds. And so I started some new seeds. Left them out here. Because every one of them from even the last batch. Now this will be the fourth batch I've done. And see, now they've sunk. Usually they'll float, and then by the next day they sink, and then by the next day, every one. Ooh, nice catch, Roy. Every one of them has a tail on it. You know, they've cracked. And in this season here, I can only get maybe, like I said, 30% of them to crack, and then of all those, none of them have actually, and they've germinated, but none of them have made it up out of the surface of the soil. The last ones I did in those little peat moss pucks, those little round those little pucks you put in the concave, the little indentation in the top, and then they swell up like a little hacky sack. It'll suck that seed right in there. And if they're already germinated, then I just fed you a carrot. You better not be eating on my wires, fool. Because like I said, they could probably use that fur too, along with his feathers, and make some really neat stuff. I'm pretty certain of it. Because I'm all about fish that has scales. If I have to, I might, who knows? I want to read into it, but man, food is food. Once you get to a point where food is food, as long as it ain't, the Dahmer party, hey, we're good. What? What's up? What are you doing? What are you doing? I might have to keep you. You better just stop this. You better just quit this stuff here. I might just have to keep you. If nobody owns you, I might have to just keep your little ass, your little butt. Like a cat. Like a damn big cat. Big floppy-eared damn cat. Except I think it's kind of cooler than a cat almost in a way, because the cat will only come over to you when it wants you to. Alright, well, I love you guys. I'm going to try to run this feed here in a minute. And thank you for your prayers. And knowing I'm praying for every one of you. All the time. Every day. All day. Every day, all day long. And then I got to get going over here. My son's probably already over there. I'm going to help him get that motor going. So, because I've been going to get her. I was just went and got her, took her to work yesterday at 4. She'll be there at 5. Now she got her own store. Well, she had her own store before, but now she actually has her own store. The new store, right? Just closer to it. It's closer. And Cecilia went from the nursing home. It's amazing on how this works. To Nisquality, back to now at the daycare. The daycare. So now she gets a discount. You don't even have to pay the surcharge on the daycare, but it's just one of their sister affiliates. Plus, they all know the children. They love little Lily. Oh, they love Lily. But they've always loved Michael. He's been there since he was just a little baby. But they're all our children. Okay, I love you guys very, very much. And $6. And I sold that man antiques. He told me, Jimmy, his name is Jimmy. See, I say, I don't know, it was probably 10 years ago. It was actually about 20 years old. I sold him some antique toys that I had picked on my way up from California. I was living in Happy Valley, probably 15 years ago. And also, the cool things that I did in California, John. And so I didn't want to waste any brush strokes, and I just love being around people, And although it's the people I couldn't trust, it's the craziest thing. So I met this guy named Jim, and I gave him a really good deal on a bunch of Army toys. Some of them I actually dug up. And a bunch of old stuff, and he said, have you ever been to Lake Tanowich, Binbo, the Camp Lakeview? And I was like, yeah, actually we used to camp there many years ago. Well, hello, I love you sisters. I love you sisters, Diamond and Silver. Woo! Oh boy. Oh, that old Lindell. And anyway, I said, I have. And he goes, well, if you're ever up there, he says, and you want to fish off the dock, it's usually, $2. And I'm like, I remember that. I do remember that. Unless you're camping there. And they got a Christian camp, like Camp Waskowitz we have here in Washington, when you're in grade school, you go to camp and stuff like that, or your Royal Rangers or stuff. Well, there was a Christian camp across. As a matter of fact, I remember diving in and saving this kid that was drowned, and they were all standing there watching him. I swear, it's the craziest thing. I'm looking at everybody going, this kid's drowning. They're all watching him drowning in these lily pads, and I ended up I jumped in and wasn't even thinking. I just jumped in, swam straight across, and got him. But he said, if you're ever up here, he goes, you can fish on my dock. So I go up there yesterday, which is just right here. Tried to get my daughter a job there cleaning cabins when we first moved in here 7 years ago. And I was going to go talk to him. I go, hey, I know a guy. He told me if I'm ever up there, remember we used to go camping with Grandma a long time ago? You were little. She goes, I do remember that. So we went up there yesterday, and I says, there's this man that used to be in this office right here, and his wife would, Jimmy. Oh, he retired 20 some or 15 some years ago, and so I'm thinking, well, it was $2, and she's like, well, it's not $2 now, it's $6 a person, just to park here. I'm not camping. I'm not renting a cabin. I just want to use that dock right there, which they've got they've got 2 docks. And then, the square one, how they box them in for the kids to swim in this little area, and then you can walk around and the kids dive in and stuff. Well, I fish off to this side, some nice bass in that pond. Well, so much for just getting here. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. You be right back? I said, yep. Oh, it's the way I feel about you, baby. Oh man, he was so proud. He was smiling. He couldn't stop smiling. They were on that stage singing that song at Grant, and oh man, I just didn't get it. Even then, I had enough. I had enough sense. Enough of my senses were working enough to where it affected me in a way that it was supposed to, so that I could share this with you now. It's so important to give our children the respect that we've allowed them through the gift of life. We've been given this. It takes two. That's what blows me away about it. There's always this final decision at one person, but it always takes 2 people. So where'd you go? Oh, he's just kicking back. That boy, he just kicking back. He's just hanging out back there. As long as you're not chewing that damn wire, you and I are good. Because I don't think you're big enough for me to make a pair of gloves out of for this winter's hunt. If that's where I'm gonna be, I don't know. But I'll tell you what. If so, boy, I want to get me one of them. He's like, get that big elk. Ooh, they're tough. The horns, one side of his antlers wouldn't even fit through this door. I'm serious. He's a freak. He's a freak of nature. This thing is one of the biggest elk I've ever seen. I'm almost certain he's over 1,000 pounds. I'm pretty sure he's about 1,200 pounds. I'm not kidding you. I don't know what he's been eating over there, what they've been eating, but there's some huge. Even the spike, the 3-point, his horns are, well, not that I'm a behemoth of a big old Stretch Armstrong, but they're a good 6'6". These elk antlers are amazing. Some of these elk are just they get really big right around here. Now I've seen them up in the mountains, and they're they get big too, but that is just something about these ones here, man. They get rotund. They're big. They're big. And I had no idea elk actually protect these huge trophy papa bears of their herd. I didn't know they did that. I actually physically watched them try to lure us away from him, that big boy. But yeah, unless I'm wanting to really fire up make a bunch of burger, because I can legally, with my bow, I can get a cow and a doe, or 3-point minimum around here, unless the laws, and they change, they change. Okay, I'm gonna get going and start. Oh, he did. He shit right here. See, I'm gonna share this with you because this is the way. This is good. See, this is good, people. This is good. I mean, it's not good, but it's good to be honest. It's good to be honest. There's toilet paper and there's shit. I mean, hey, he got close. Pardon my French. The shh part of it. The shh part of it. But yeah, there's that. I'm almost certain that's a young eagle feather. I found that yesterday underneath their nest. This one is probably from their new batch this season. And then this one here, this is from old Billy Wackett. He got hacked up. First one, I was just saying the day before, I was like, man, I don't have not one peacock feather. God is my judge and witness, and there it was right there the next morning. It was beautiful. Okay, I love you people. I do. Because I just love you guys. Never. Ever, ever, ever. I'm going to listen to that, Millie. I will because I love you. Nothing will ever, 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 ever separate us. Not even my wife. We weren't, because, love is love. It's respect. So trust it's earned. We've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. Hey, and I'll tell you, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And so it's a new day. It's a new day. So, let's see. Oh, yeah, he's just hanging out. He ain't going nowhere. I don't even know if I can give him back to his parents. If I can even find out who they are, I'm going to have to take a picture of you and send it to Nikki. Find out what's going on. Oh, wish I was that little old Hannah phone. Oh, she's so proper. The way it's almost like we just speak. You just spoke right to me. I couldn't watch more than just that. The way you're just so, you're just so, your morals just are absolutely just, what? What's your deal? What is going on with you? What's up with you? He just got up and come right over here. What? I don't even, oh, he's shitting everywhere. Well, that's why. You have to go outside. Somebody must have trained you. And you probably need to go. Should I let you outside? See, I can clean that up. That ain't no big. Oh, there's another one right there. Oh, you're just a little dispenser. You're like a little pachinko machine. You're just shitting little ball. Oh, you're like a little baller. You're like these shit ball. That's what you are. You're a little Trump supporter. I'm just kidding. I am just messing around. It's a beautiful day. I know, you're not in trouble. You're alright. You have nowhere else to go. And I just kind of snatched you right on up. I figured you were going to run away, but the way you were just kind of lumbering along, I figured you're somebody's pet. Now, see, if you would have bit me, it would have been over. It would have been over, you see. But you didn't bite me, and I like that. I like that. Okay? I like this about you. All right, I love you, and I love this about you. You people, you're amazing. Just the way you are. Don't you? I just said, bite me, and then he was trying to nibble at my damn little fat little toe. My little. Those are my daughter's sandals. She's like, Daddy, throw these away. I said, throw these away? I'm not throwing those away. She goes, Dad, they won't fit you. I said, they fit perfect. She goes, Dad, your foot is not supposed to fit. There's supposed to be a little bit of overhang. I said, says who? Who says this? Oh, hell no. You better get down. Get your ass down. You're not going to get up there. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you here in a few. I'm going to run one from here and then share some stuff that I got written down. And then I got to get over and get this motor done. And, oh, yeah. He's like, well, we'll do that $25 an hour. So I prayed about it as I'm leaving. I went from supplying all the stuff, putting up all the stuff. I mean, we were doing a lot of stuff. They were having me, but it went right from that to moving on up and a pay raise instantly, that quick, within 1 hour of. Remember all those places that I told you about when I drove by? All those where I got those pallets? The very first one I went in, they're like, hey, where are you going? Hey, they had like a bunch of people quit. I don't know what's up with people quitting. I said, man, those quitters. Now, I don't know what's going on, but for a bunch of them to quit, I don't know. But, that's not for me, I guess, right now. I'm just trying to just get on by and figure out whose rabbit this is. That's all we're trying to do. Little old Jackie boy. I'm going to call him Jackie. Little old Jackie. All right, I love you guys very much. Very much love you. What's up? Don't hurt the rabbit. I ain't gonna hurt the rabbit. I won't hurt. I don't hurt anything. I don't like to hurt anything unless I dispatch it because I'm gonna eat it. I don't gonna kill anything I'm not gonna eat unless, of course. Whew. Oh, pounders. I love you guys. I gotta get going. I love you very much. I'll see you soon.